Good morning. Good morning. It is a Monday. The plan is to deliver seed this week. The plan is to deliver a lot of seed this week. We're off to a poor start, though. Guy I was going to take a load to this morning said he wouldn't be around till this afternoon. No problem. We'll take one this afternoon. Had another guy lined up that I told him it might be Monday. I didn't give him a time, so I tried calling him this morning, and he's not answering his phone. I'm not making much headway there. So we've got that row right there with the corn in the boxes that all is ready to go out, and another box that's untreated going with it to another guy. I can't get a hold of him, so we're just going to wait on that one, I guess. Yeah, it's a little frustrating. But we do have another load going out this afternoon. Brock's here this morning. We got my Chevy truck back yesterday, and we're getting that ready to go on the other trailer because he's going to haul one with me this afternoon when we go to the one where we're going, because there's enough seed to go there yet. So we've got other stuff lined up for the rest of the week, but it's a slower start this morning than I wanted to. So we may fire the treater up this morning and treat some more beans for some more guys. I don't know. We'll see. We're going to go see how Brock's doing. He was getting the gooseneck hooked up, and we had a little work to do to that truck and trailer, make sure everything's in proper working condition. This is not the same. Look at how tiny it is. Wow, I put a lot of seed on that little trailer in the past. So the plug inside the bed here, the left-hand turn signal or brake light doesn't work. So we've determined that it's that plug because it does work on the back plug here. So Brock's going to take that apart and see if we got a wire disconnected or loose or something, see what's going on with that. All right, well, we didn't make a ton of progress on the truck there. For whatever reason, that one left-hand turn signal brake light doesn't work. It's in the plug. It's not a fuse. It's not anything else. It's somewhere in that wire harness, and I don't know if I can trace it real well. So what we're going to have to do is get a longer cord on the trailer and just go over the tailgate and plug it into the rear of the truck. That one will work. So that's how that's going to get fixed. Brakes seem to work iffy. It at least knows that they're there. Whether they actually do much or not, iffy. Probably need to look at the brakes on the actual trailer. But it is what it is. So I've called 3 different people this morning trying to deliver seed. I can't get anybody to answer their phone or call me back. So I guess we're just going to take the one that I've already got lined up for this afternoon later. Don't worry about that. So we're going to work on a planter and a sprayer pump this morning. So last week we took this pump off of the sprayer here to replace this ceramic seal that was broken. I guess it's not actually ceramic, it's what did they call it? Silicone carbide. Very brittle and it will crack easily. Cracked. But when Dad took the wrong kit back, the parts that they gave us that were wrong, and got the right one, which we have right here, it also comes with the bearings for the pump, and it says that you have to replace the bearings. So we're going to replace the bearings. I've pulled out the snap ring, and we've got to press these out. There is a new snap ring in this kit, along with some other ones here, and I'm not sure where those go. So this should press out of there, but we're going to have to figure that out before we get too far into this process. All right, we used the pressed them out. That works pretty well. So those snap rings go kind of between the bearings to hold them apart. So we got to take those off, get that bearing off of that shaft. So might have to go back over to the press and start reassembling everything here. All right, so we got the old bearings off, got the snap rings off. I put one of the snap rings back on. We're going to press on this bearing. The other one goes on the other end of the shaft, but it also goes down in that housing. I think we're going to put it in the housing first and then set this shaft and this bearing in. I don't know. We'll see how we do here. Yeah, that should work. Ooh, I don't like that. Why did it snap? good enough. Hopefully we didn't break anything. It might have been just a little offline or misaligned, but it should have went back in pretty easily by itself. Well, we're good. Okay, the bearings are in. A little protective rubber disc. Okay. Feels good. All right, now the stressful part. We got to put this really expensive seal in there. So here it is. There's two halves, right? This is the stationary half that goes in that piece. This is the not stationary piece that goes on the impeller, or yeah. And basically they have two very, very smooth, shiny surfaces that spin on each other, and it yeah, makes the seal. All right, check it out. Seal setter. I got it pressed in. I just did it by hand here, but this thing is, oh man, it's making me nervous is what it is, but we're just gonna firmly press. I don't even think I'm gonna get a hammer and tap because I don't need to. I think I got it. I think we got it. We're gonna very careful, Brock. Brock, you be very careful with that.
There's a little gap on the backside.
Well, there's an O-ring in there taking up space.
Yeah.
So as long as it's square, I think we're okay. Okay. All right, that's in. Now that goes on here. All right, the impeller is back on. We blue Loctited our nut, torqued it to 100 foot-pounds like you're supposed to. It spins, all seems good. Brock's cleaning up the other half of the pump, the cover here. We've got this gasket that goes in. Goes right there. And we'll put it back together, and then we can put it back on the sprayer. Should be good to go. All right. Pump is ready to go back on. It's cold out today. I don't want to do it. It is snowing, exactly. It's cold in the back of the shop. We're not going to use it today, so we're going to let her sit here for a minute.
Should get a new gasket.
Yeah.
You got it all clean.
It'll be fine. Okay, you can clean it. All right, maybe we'll work on this for a little bit. It's 11:30. Man, I wish I could have delivered some seed this morning. Oh well. I was doing some digging and stuff and figured out that I do not need to be able to take seed disc openers off to install the parts that are coming from my planter that I can't tell you about, so we can change the openers now and have that done and out of the way. So we're going to get started on that. All right, so I decided to work on the corn planter here for a little bit until we can load seed up later this afternoon. Just starting on row 24 here because it's close to my box with my new openers in it. And I took off the outside blade, working on the inside one, but I got it to the point where I can do this. That's a problem. Huh. The nut is tight. That's a bearing going bad. I don't think I've ever seen a bearing go bad on a planter before, or on a corn planter of mine. I know it happens, but it's never been something I've had a problem with. We've had a couple on the bean planter. It's interesting. I wonder if that's a bad opener, bad batch, or if it has something to do with hydraulic downforce and causing problems. Anyway, good thing we're replacing it. And we're not using the same openers going back on. We got better quality ones. All right, there's our new openers. Somebody had texted me or was telling me a little bit about, apparently Deere has a new style or a new part number for their opener blades. I think they realized people want something a little better quality than what they had been selling. That come with a bigger hub and rivets, just like this one has. This is not from Deere. This is a Wear Parts opener. But their rivets were interfering with the seed tube guards, which is on the inside there. I'll have to show you next time I take one off. And the heads of the rivets were hitting. I was concerned that was going to be the case with these, but does not seem to be. See that silver piece down there on the bottom? That's the seed tube guard, and well, seems like it's going to be just fine. I got my business cards out. The gap is good. We're like 2 and not quite a quarter. We want it between 1.5 inches and 2.5. So we're good. So now we put our caps on, and the gauge wheels can go back on. They seem more, I don't know. I like them. I think they'll be good. We'll find out. Hopefully they last us more than 2 years. Well, we aren't doing so good here. We are on our second row, and I have found our second consecutive row with a problem. This one was not a huge deal. The openers were worn, but no bearings were bad. However, this bolt is broken. This bolt holds the seed tube guard in place. This is the seed tube guard that I was talking about. I'm not replacing them because they're barely worn, just a little bit right here on the tip. That's not significant. I'm not worried about that. But it goes on the bottom of that shank there, and then there's a bolt that's supposed to go across with a nut on the other side to hold it in place, and this one was hanging about like that. I'm like, well, that's not good. It's broken, and I don't have any, and it has to be perfect. It has to be exactly the right size and length and style, because it can't be too long, otherwise it'll rub on the opener. So that's no good. Fortunately, I guess, it's lunchtime, so we can run to the hardware store in town, get a bolt, find some food, keep working on this. Brock put our other row unit back together, put the one gauge wheel on. When we get our other parts that we're waiting for, basically we're going to take this thing off, and we need to be able to get to that bolt right there. So I think we'll leave one of the gauge wheels off on every row. That'll make it a little bit easier to do. Makes sense to me. We'll fix this problem too. All right, Brock and I went to lunch, got our bolt that we needed to fix that seed tube guard, and we put this row unit back together. Got the one gauge wheel on, adjusted properly. It was off a little bit. Someday we are going to come through here and put some kind of different gauge wheel arm kit on here, because these are the stock John Deere ones. They're not wore out yet. I see no reason to take them off. If they're still working and they're fine and they're not wore out. But someday we'll put arcade kits or some other gauge wheel arm on there to make them tighter and better. Same thing with the closing wheels. Like, yeah, these are a little loose. They're not terrible. They're not wore out yet. Someday we'll put the arcade gauge wheel kits on there. Those worked really, really well on the other planter, on the bean planter, on the old corn planter. So I just, until the stock stuff wears out, we might as well run it, right? So, okay, we are 1/12 of the way done. Good job, Brock. Time to go load up.
I consider it longer or further on than that. I cleaned all these, so that's halfway done.
Oh, well, yeah, I suppose. Just we gotta go load up trailers. We got a delivery to make this afternoon. It's almost 1:30, so we're gonna go load up and head out. 2 trucks. All right, we got that trailer loaded up. I'm gonna load up the other one yet. All right. We have 2 full trailer loads, relatively full. That one there, you can fit more on there, but that's full for what we've got, truck and trailer. So Brock's gonna follow me. We are going to the same place, and this is the same place I've already made 2 deliveries to with full loads. So this almost is all there. So we'll do one more load that I think will be full. Let's see, I've got 2 plus 3 is 5 more boxes of beans and a box of corn, so 6 spots instead of 8. But yeah, so we may have to make a fuel stop on the way. What are we at? Quarter of a tank. We'll see how we do. Well, the snow here will calm everybody down a little bit. Yeah, it's cold, it's still winter. I stopped for fuel. It's really snowing now. Brock kept going. I thought he would pull in after me, and he just kept going. Apparently he knows where he's going, or he's waiting up the road for me. One of the two. Whatever. We're emptying back. And I've already got stuff lined up for tomorrow, so we're going to load up. My truck's going to be an easy one because I've already got everything out. We got to sort some bags out for what Brock's going to take on the other truck. But we'll get them loaded up tonight. That way we can just leave in the morning. It'll be faster. All right. Well, slight change of plans because an order that I was going to deliver tomorrow does not match what the book says he is supposed to have. He added some since the printout was made, so we're going to watch Brock wrap up a pallet. That's what we're going to do. Go, Brock, go! Come on, bud. The bottom half was already done. That's the hard half. You got the easy part. Stretch it tight. You're not stretching it tight. You got to hold it when you get to the corners. He doesn't. He's never done it before. It's okay. Anyway, that guy that was going to be 3 spots on the small trailer is now 5 spots, and we're not going to put it on the small trailer. So I'm going to try and make 3 loads tomorrow. You're good. Rip it. We're going to make 3 loads tomorrow with the big truck. Brock's going to make a very small load in the morning and then maybe another one in the afternoon with the small trailer. And we're going to move a ton of seed. Problem is, we've got 2 boxes that this guy added. We got to treat. I don't have them treated, so we got to do that tonight. All right, here's my load for the morning. I'm pulling this out, so move them straps. Get the door closed so we don't lose all of our heat. And then we're going to sort out some bags. We got to get a bunch of bags sorted out for what's going on Brock's trailer. Okay, good news. You know how it's always the last pallet that you have to get? Well, we can't get the last pallet anymore because it's right there. Because we had to get it again. The whole row cleaned out. But that pallet goes with those 2 boxes and 2 more boxes that we're going to get ready here in a minute. That's my second trip for tomorrow. All right, now we got to go back through the rest of this. We're putting lots of orders together right now. We've got a parcel there, a parcel over there, and we're still sorting through some stuff. You recording? Okay, good. We're going to show Brock how to wrap a pallet, since you guys watched him do it. You gotta get it to stick good.
How's that working for you?
Yeah, usually it sticks, but it depends. It's a little dusty. Once we get it out, there we go. You gotta put the brakes on in the corners, Brock.
Mm-hmm.
See, somebody's going to tell me I should buy a pallet wrapping machine. Did you pause it? Did you turn it off? Okay. Somebody's going to tell me I should buy a pallet wrapping machine. But I'm training one. Cue the "why are you so mean to Brock" comments. Right, Brock?
That's right.
That's right.
You're so mean I don't want to work here anymore.
I know. Brock got a new job. Am I allowed to tell people he got a new job? And he didn't even quit here. It's his 3rd one. Oh, I was just getting ready to tell you how proud I was of you.
Well, you can put that
There, we got him all fixed up. All right, that is an order. And then that pallet of corn and beans over there, that's what Brock's going to take in the morning, assuming the one guy calls me back. The other guy I've already confirmed with. So that's good. And then we got 2 boxes of beans we got to get out yet, and I will have my first 2. The one's already on the trailer, and the other one will be ready. And then the afternoon is this pile. So yeah. All right. Well, we're making dents, man. I tell you what, we moved a lot of seed out today and on the trailers for tomorrow. Plus, we've got a bunch more going out tomorrow. Those 2 columns of 6 are going out tomorrow. Plus some more. Those 2 plus a couple more. Yeah, this is good. This is very, very good. So I need to go down to the farm. I got to take that other truck down there and put it in the barn, and I need to get another ticket book, log book for what all this stuff is, where it's going, and I'm get it all filled out for Brock. All right, I'm getting ready to do a couple of boxes through the treater. I hate doing single box runs. It's not what I prefer to do, but I don't have a lot of choice here because this guy added some beans recently, and so I got to get these 2 boxes treated to be able to take them and stuff tomorrow. I've got everything. We might as well just get them done and do it. So another small problem that I'm starting to run into. So I went through and made a list or highlighted out the list of people that I have all of their seed versus guys that I don't have all of their seed. And while that works, I'm taking some stuff. Like, for example, this guy got 8 bags of this hybrid, and the guy that I put on the other trailer got 24 bags of it, and that only leaves me with 20 of them in stock here. And one of the other guys that I've got beans over here for that I'm hoping to deliver to this week has 24 of them on order. That leaves me 4 units short. That's a problem. Same thing with one of the guys that I'm taking stuff to tomorrow. I'm 2 bags short of one of the varieties because they haven't shipped it all into me yet. And so they needed, I think they needed 26 and I had 24. And so that's a little frustrating for me. So I did get confirmation that I have the rest of the soybeans are coming in Thursday. And then I have 3 loads of corn set up. 1 full one and 2 partials. That should be here by the middle of next week. Helpful, but a little slower than I would like to see it. Orange beans, they look so good. This treater does a phenomenal job. I'm really happy with it. These guys, I tell you what, it's 30 degrees outside and he's wearing shorts. Neither of them brought a coat. They just climb all over everything. It's all right. We're about done. We're going in for the night as soon as this is done. Okay, we got them done. Well, it was not exactly what I had intended to do today, but we got a tiny little bit of work done on the planter, so that's good. Keep that project slowly moving forward. We did get some seed delivered, and having 2 trucks means we got, a fair bit of seed delivered, and getting 12 boxes out is good. And tomorrow, we're going to have a great day getting seed delivered because I'm going to take 3 loads. Brock's going to take 1. The other one that I kind of had lined up for him is not going to happen because we don't have the seed. So, which is fine because I hadn't actually called those guys and confirmed the delivery time, just that it would probably be this week, which it may still be. We'll see when we get our other stuff. But he can keep working on the planner in the afternoon. So, anyway, thanks for watching. Have a great night. If you have any questions or comments, leave them down below. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel, and we'll see you in the morning.